Hi guys, this is Lauren here today to help you unwind and open up from your workday hunched over a desk by opening up and alleviating the back tension that you may have built up throughout your day. If you like the video, please remember to give me a thumbs up, to add me to your playlist. That way, maybe at the end of each workday, you can come back and open your heart once more. So we'll start today getting into the low back a little bit by starting out in child's pose. So for this one, bring the knees to touch and the toes to touch, sitting the hips to the heels. We'll extend the arms long overhead, releasing the forehead to the mat. Breathing here, really letting that forehead just press lightly into the earth. We'll take 5 breaths here. Really filling up the low back with our breath. If this is uncomfortable for you, if it's a little too much on the knees, you can always bring a blanket right in between your calves and your hamstrings, just to take a little pressure off the knees. After that 5th exhalation, we'll go on and sit up, hips to heels, or if you'd like, if you've got a block or a blanket, again, sit your hips to that, just to take a little pressure off. We'll start by opening up the back. This is a great one. I call it reversing the desk syndrome. We spend a lot of time hunched, and that can cause a lot of the tension in our neck and our upper back. So really start to sit up tall here. We'll interlace the fingers behind the head, gently lifting up the base of the skull, opening the elbows out, but still keeping that core engaged. Begin to open the elbows, gently lift the gaze, releasing the weight of the head into the hands. And we'll take 2 deep breaths here. Again, just very gently opening that heart, reversing that desk syndrome. And as you're ready, gently bring your head back to neutral with the hands. Release the elbows, maybe roll the shoulders around a little bit. First one direction and then the other. And then we'll set up for another heart opener here. So for this one, we'll be laying on our backs, but if you have a blanket or a towel that you can roll up to kind of make this nice little support cushion, please do so. And we'll put it lengthwise across the mat. Just letting our feet kind of hang out here, as this is more for the heart. And place it right at about where your shoulder blades are, maybe just below your shoulder blades, releasing your head to the mat, opening your hands. And just feeling that gentle heart opener here. Again, just reversing that hunched feeling that we get sometimes. Feeling free to bring the eyes closed. If you'd like a little more in the hips, you can bring the toes to touch the soles of the feet together, knees spread wide. Or you can just extend the legs out. And take 3 more deep breaths here. Exploring this heart opening, releasing the tension in the upper body. And then very gently, you can roll over to one side and release that blanket out of the way. Coming back to your spine here, we'll do some recline twists. So just hugging the knees in slightly, allow them to drop over to the left side, trying to keep your right shoulder making a connection with the mat, and extending your arms out in a T formation, allowing your gaze to drop over towards the right palm. Again, feeling free to bring the eyes closed if you like. This twisting sensation can feel really wonderful on the low back, and even get a nice stretch in that IT band. So we'll take 2 more deep breaths here. Really breathing into that back, breathing into that side body, feeling that nice stretch in the neck. And then draw your knees back through the midline, and then we'll rock them over to the other side. Releasing both the knees to touch. Again, if your knees don't quite make it, take a block or a blanket or a pillow and just prop them up. It decreases the intensity of the twist a little bit and just makes it friendlier for all sorts of bodies. So wherever you are, release the gaze over towards the left fingers, feeling free to close the eyes. Maybe releasing that block if you'd like to go a little deeper into that side body and the low back. We'll take 1 more deep breath here. Then come back through the center. We'll hug the knees in towards the chest, really trying to get the whole length of that spine against the mat. So from the base of the skull to the tip of the tailbone, really long against the mat, so that we're not hugging up, but rather releasing, compressing a little bit, maybe wiggling a little side to side, just getting into that low back and that sacrum. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here, playing with opening the knees out and bringing them to touch for a bit of a different sensation in that spine. And then curling over to one side, bring yourself up to a seated position using your hand. That's a very friendly way of taking the pressure off your back when you come up to sit. And then we'll return to a blanket or a pillow under our sits bones. So taking 2 more breaths here, really sitting up nice and tall, establishing that good posture so that our back stacks up like it should. Thank you guys for relaxing and alleviating your back pain with me today. If you like the video, please check out our website. Please give us a thumbs up or add us to your channel, your stream, and I hope that you will come back and practice with me again. Thank you. Namaste.